in the yesterday class, what we are doing, we are trying to connect the SQL using our terminal. Correct. We are writing some query like MySQL -u, and then our username, then -p. Correct. Then we are entering our password there. So that's how we are communicating with our SQL using terminal. So can Java directly communicate with MySQL? Can we directly communicate with MySQL using Java?
No, sir.
It needs some types of connector between them. Correct? We need some connection between them. So that's is the our topic for today's class. How we will let our Java to communicate with MySQL server. Correct? So today we will discuss about it, like how we will let our Java to communicate with MySQL. To communicate with MySQL, Java needs JDBC. Which is JDBC? What is JDBC?
Java database connector.
Java database connector. Correct. So this is our normal Java program, but for SQL, what we will do? We were right yesterday. What we are doing? We are writing SQL query directly inside our MySQL terminal, or we can say we are directly writing our SQL query directly inside our terminal. Now, like today, we have to discuss about the JDBC. So we will use our Java program to communicate with SQL. Correct. So whenever we create software, like whenever we want to create a software like banking, hospital, school ERP, e-commerce, the application stores data in a database. Correct. We have to store the data inside our database. So Java needs a way to communicate with the database. ऐसा तो होगा नहीं. We can't do this like we are directly writing query in the terminal and then fetching the data and supplying to our Java manually. We can't do this. Correct. We cannot directly write queries in a terminal and then we are communicating with Java like this. So Java needs a way to communicate with database. That communication happens using JDBC. We use JDBC to communicate with our Java program. So how we will connect Java JDBC here? There should be some way to connect it. Correct. For this, we will create a new project with Maven dependency. So it will be easy. We will create a Java program and name is as JDBC. Correct. I am naming my program as project as JDBC connection. We are using Maven here, and what we are doing for group ID, we can provide anything, but for now, we can write JDBC okay. What was the original? So we will write it like JDBC. Okay. So we will create this project. We will create this project using Java. In how we will create this project? First file, then we will create a new project and name it like anything. It can be anything. JDBC connection for us. We will create a
Excuse me, sir, your screen is not shared.
Wait a minute. So it is visible now.
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you, Dani. So let me start it again. First, what we have to do? We have to go to the new. In the file section, we will go to new. There will be an option for the project. So we will create a new project from here. We will select Java as our project, and here we will write JDBC connection as our project name, and we will choose Maven here. not IntelliJ, we will try to get Maven here. What is a build system? Build system is a handling the jar files, repositories, and dependencies. They can we can use our Maven to handle all of these things. Currently here, if we want to try directly IntelliJ, what will happen? We have to download the whole dependency, we have to extract it there, and we have to connect it with our libraries. So that will be a huge process. So to cut it out, we can use Maven or Gradle as a build system for our program. So here we will use Maven here, and we will create it. Correct. We will create in the this window, new window. Let's create it in this window. So we got something like main file here. Correct. We got main file here. There is some code already here, so we will remove this. Why it is showing us some code? Because we have asked it to provide us some sample code as well, so that's why it is showing it. There is a one file as well. What it is? Git ignore. Why there is git ignore? To what our git ignore file do? Let's study its structure first. So we have something like .idea here, then we have .maven here, then src file, and we have git ignore file, then we have pom.xml file. So this is our structure for our Maven project, and this Maven project we have git ignore file. So here we are defining some projects folders. So what are these folders here or files here? These are the some files which we have to ignore to push it to the git. We will not push these files into our git. So we will not push our .idea folder into the git. We will not push .maven file into our git. So these are the something we avoid to push it to the git repo. Why? Because they are unnecessary. They only need to run the project. But when we try to build it into any other system, we have to download it. We can directly run it a command. We will run a command, and these files automatically downloaded it to our program. So they are not required to push it to the git library. That's why we will try to avoid them to push it on the git. So whatever we define inside our git ignore file, it will be ignored by any git command. So when we try to push our code to our git repository, they will not push to there. So that code will be remain on our local machine, and it will not go to git repository. That's why we use git ignore. And then we have pom.xml. What is this? This is a XML file is used to maintain our project. How it will maintain? There is properties, there there is group id, there can be artifact id, there will be a version for our program or software. So that's how we will manage using. These are the some things we use to manage our program. Here one thing, we can also add one thing as well, which is dependencies. So we can add some dependencies inside our Java program to run it. Or what is the dependency? First, dependency is a library. We can say is multiple libraries already in the market. We can directly download it and use it. So for this program we need a dependency. Correct. We need a dependency which is JDBC. We need JDBC here as well. Correct. Inside our Java program, to connect it with our MySQL, what we need? We need JDBC dependency. So we will also install the JDBC dependency using this thing. We will enter the JDBC dependency here, and we will sync our pom.xml file, or we can say we will sync our Maven project. So it will download the JDBC dependency and provide us to maintain it or use it, so we can directly use them. So there is what we have class main file. So first, what is JDBC? What is JDBC? It is a Java database connectivity, or this is a JDBC. JDBC is a Java database connectivity. What it is a Java API. What it is? It is a Java API. What are the APIs in our program? In a software development, what is API stand for? It is a application interface. Application programming interface, correct? It is a application programming interface. So we use some Java APIs to deliver our connection with MySQL, or we can say it is a Java API that enables Java application to connect to database and execute SQL queries. So using JDBC, what we can do? We can connect to database, we can execute SQL queries, and what we can do? Retrieve results. Using JDBC, what we can do? We can connect to our database, we can execute some SQL queries, and we can retrieve result. So this is the use of our JDBC here. Is it clear why we use JDBC? Like if we get a real life example, like if we want to talk to our friend, or I want to talk this meeting, take this meeting. So what we have to do? We have a communication between our laptop, or we can say we have a Zoom call. We have to initiate a Zoom call for it. To conduct this meeting, what we have to do? We have to use the Zoom call as a connector between us. So I will be logging on our Zoom call, and you guys are attending the meeting on our Zoom call. So Zoom call is a mediator for us. So similarly, JDBC is like without network we cannot communicate, correct? So JDBC provide us a network. So if we see, like we have a Java program, and here we have JDBC and MySQL database. So Java program is there, and there is MySQL database. But to connect both of these, it will act like a bridge between them. So we need JDBC to connect our Java program to MySQL database. Is it clear? So it will act like a communication bridge between them. JDBC act like a communication bridge between Java program and MySQL database. Is it clear? So what is the, we will see the JDBC architecture as well. What is the JDBC architecture? What is the JDBC architecture? We have something like, we have Java application. We have Java application here. Then we got our JDBC APIs. We got our JDBC APIs. After that, what we have?
Statement.
First, we need MySQL Driver as well. We are seeing like architecture, how JDBC communicate with our Java JDBC help our Java application to communicate with our MySQL. So first, what we have? MySQL Driver. What is MySQL Driver? It will help us to connect, create or open a connection with our to connect it with JDBC API. We have MySQL database as well. So this is our JDBC architecture. First, Java application call our JDBC APIs. It will call our JDBC APIs, correct? Then JDBC API, what it will do? It will uh, communicate with our MySQL driver. It will communicate with our MySQL driver. So it will create a connection between them. Then MySQL, using MySQL driver, we will perform our operations on our MySQL database. Correct? Using using JDBC APIs, we will perform our operations on our MySQL database. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Then we will talk about the JDBC components. What are the JDBC components? Now we will get like driver manager. We have driver manager. What is driver manager? Inside our JDBC, we got multiple components. First one is driver manager. What is the role of driver manager? For creating DB connection. Correct? We use driver manager for creating DB connection. After that, what we had? We have connection. What is the use of connection? Represents
Connect to data.
represent the connection Java and MySQL. So what connection represent? Connection represent the connection we have created using driver manager. Correct? We have why we use driver manager? To create a connection between DB, for creating a DB connection. Then we have created a connection. So what connection represents? It represents the connection between Java and MySQL. We are using driver manager to create a connection here. Correct? Then what we have? We have a statement. What are the statement?
SQL execute.
Executes SQL queries. Using a statement, or we can say using a statement, we can execute our SQL queries. Then what we have? Prepared
Statement.
So what is the use of prepared statement? So it is a like advanced part of our statement. So we have a statement which can use to execute SQL queries. Then we have prepared statement. What is the use of prepared statement? Prepared statement used to execute parameterized queries. We will see later on our when we create a prepared statement. When we use prepared statement, then we will see how it will work. For now, it is used to execute parameterized queries, which is more secure. Correct? Then what we have? Then we have ResultSet.
ResultSet.
What is ResultSet? Stores
Result.
returned by select queries. Whenever we run our select queries inside our using JDBC, we will store it inside our result set. Correct? So result set is used to store the records returned by select queries. Is it clear? So these are the some JDBC components. Inside our JDBC, we have these 5 components. First is driver manager, second is connection, third is statement, then we have prepared statement, then we have result set. Clear? Now we have discussed about the MySQL driver, but when we created this program, we had any driver installed in our program, or we have already installed some driver here? No, because we have already we have only created our JDBC connection program, or we can say we have already created our JDBC connection project, but we haven't installed any driver inside it. So to use the MySQL connection, what we need? We need MySQL driver here. So from where we will get MySQL driver? Because we are using Maven file. We are using Maven as a build, as a builder. What we are using Maven. So where we will get the dependencies for our MySQL? We can find it on our Maven site, or we can say we will get it here. What is this? MySQL connector, or we can directly write MySQL driver Maven dependency. So here what we will get? MySQL connector Java, or it is reloaded. What it is saying? It is saying artifact relocated. But first, previously it was for the MySQL connector Java, but it is relocated to the this site or this location. So now what we have? We have MySQL connector J. See the difference here. First we are looking for the MySQL connector Java, but now what we have? MySQL connector J. So this is more advanced than before. So what we will do? We will directly install it. How we can install it? We have a dependency here. We will copy this dependency. We will copy this dependency here. Correct. Then what we have to do? We will go to our pom.xml file, and here what we have to do? We will write dependencies, and inside this dependency we will put our dependency what we have copied from our Maven repository. So this is a Maven repository. It is our Maven repository which hosts multiple dependencies already created in Java. So we can directly uh, search for this Maven repository, then use it inside our project. So we have created it, but it is showing some error here. So what is this error? Because dependency is not exist in our project yet. So what we have to do? We have to sync it. We will click on this. So it will download our dependency in our project, and when it will what it will do, it will just download this dependency for our program and recompile it. So let's move back to our main file, and we will write it somewhere like this. Okay, so what we have, we will write it here. Okay, so what we have currently, what we have only static void main function. Now how to connect with our database? How to connect with our database? Yesterday what we have done? We have created a college DB, correct? Inside it we have a student table as well, correct? We have already have a college DB, and we have uh, created a student table there as well. So what we have to do? We have to create a connection for our Java to MySQL. How we will create a connection? To create a connection, first we will define a URL. What will be the URL for us? Why we have to define the URL? To create a connection between our Java JDBC and between our MySQL and Java. So when we have started our program, we have discussed like uh, our MySQL runs on the 3306 port, correct? So we can directly communicate using that link. So what we have? JDBC. What the link we can use? JDBC MySQL, and
MySQL localhost.
then we have localhost here, and localhost we will connect our localhost on 3306 port, and after that we will define our
Table.
table name, not table name. It is a database name.
Our database.
We will define our database name here. Then this is our URL. So we can say this is our connection URL. Using this connection URL, we will ask our JDBC to connect to MySQL. Then what we have to provide?
Username.
We have to provide username as well, because when we are trying to connect with our JDB, our MySQL, we have to provide username plus password. So what was our username? Admin, and password here. So for now, we will directly write it here because we are not using some. It is inside my local machine, so no, we can directly write it here as well. But there is multiple secure ways as well, so we doesn't have to push it on the like we will not push it on our GitHub. We can directly write our JDBC connects or like .env file, or we have multiple things, or we config file. So we will not directly push it on our GitHub. We will write it inside our git ignore file, so it will not directly push it on our server git repository. So there is multiple way to secure it. I will directly write it here. Please mute your mic if there is disturbance. So what we have done, we have created a URL, then we have written down our username, we have written down our password. So what are these username and password? They are our SQL connection password, correct? So I have created inside our MySQL. So these are our password for connect our MySQL, correct? Now what we have to done? We can try catch here as well. So inside try catch, what we have to do? We will create a try catch block here. Inside try catch, we will try to connect our Java program with our MySQL using JDBC. So we have seen some components here, correct? We have seen some JDBC components here. So we will use these components to connect with our JDBC MySQL. First, we have connection. We have connection from where? Java.sql. We will
SQL.
import our connection from Java.sql. Then what we will do? We will create a connection here, correct? And driver.
Driver manager.
Now what we need? We need driver manager from Java.sql. Inside this driver manager, what we have? Get connection function. So inside this get connection, what we can put inside this get connection? We will write a URL, then
Yes, sir.
username,
Username, password.
password. We can provide these things. We can write these things inside our connection. What it will do? It will get the connection. It will run a function named as get connection to using our URL. URL is, what is this URL? It is a JDBC URL which we are writing to connect, provide like our MySQL is running on 3006 port, so it will try to connect it. Correct? We are providing our username to connect with our MySQL. We are providing our password as well. After that, if it is successful, what we can directly write? Connect.
Database connected successful.
Correct. We can directly write DB connected. We can write like this. If there is any error, what will happen? If there is any error, what will happen? It will throw us an error or exception. Correct? It will throw us an exception here. After that, I will write a finally block, and inside this finally, what we will do? We can't directly write it here because we have defined it inside our try block. So for now, we will simply close this connection. Why we are closing this connection? Because database connections are expensive. So if we not if we are not closing our connection, it will occupy some memory inside our Java program. So this is a good habit, or we can say this is a good habit to release the memory when we our use has finished. So whenever our use is finished, we will just release this memory. So there we are trying to create a connection. After our work is done, what we will do, we will just release this connection. Clear? Now we will run this program. Let's see. DB connected. Correct? Why it is showing us DB connected? Because this is successfully get a connection from our MySQL. If we write something like this, correct? I have changed the password. Now it will our MySQL refuse to connect. If we enter our wrong password inside our MySQL connection, it will refuse to connect. So what it
Yes,
will
sir.
return us?
Access denied.
What we got? Access denied for user admin at localhost using password. Yes. So what it is showing? Because our password is wrong, it is showing us an exception and our connection is not connected there. Correct? So that's how we will configure, like our everything is gone fine. That's why it returns DB connected, and otherwise it will throws exception here. Correct? So let's see. We have connection. What is this connection? We have seen like here as well, represent the connection between Java and MySQL. Correct? So this connection will stores our active connection. What it will do? It will stores active connection. So whenever we want to perform any operation on our MySQL, we have to use this connection. What we have done, like when we dial a phone number, what we are doing? When we dial a phone number, what we will do? We will just trying to use our driver manager to get the connection. Correct? How when we are trying to connect with someone using phone, what we will do, we dial some number. So these things are our mobile number. If we see in a way like we are want to connect on a call with someone, what we are doing, we are entering some details here. We are entering some mobile number. Inside mobile number we have multiple things. Correct? We have like +91, so it will be a country code, and then we have 10-digit mobile number as well. Correct? So when we are trying to connect with someone, we have to dial a number using what? Using our mobile. And mobile, what mobile does? It connect with our network. It connects with some network, Geo connection, it can be Airtel connection, it can be Vodafone VI connection. So what it will do, it will try to connect with some network, then it will try to uh, it will first check that number is valid or not, country code is valid or not. If everything is valid, it will uh, start the call. So when our MySQL driver, or we are the Java program, and MySQL driver is other user. So if other user pick that call, when they will pick, if they are available, correct, if they are available, then they will pick our call. Similarly in MySQL, if our MySQL is installed in our program and it is running on the same port, then it will only, then we will only get connection. Correct? So that's how, when someone is available on the other side, then only they can pick the call. So if they pick the call, then our connection line is established. So it create a continuous connection line for us. Correct? So when we speak from here, it will be delivered to them, and they will return something, so it will deliver to us. So this is the connection line. So we can say this is a stored active connection for us. So we have stored our active connection here. Correct? Then what we are doing here, we are closing that connection. How we close this connection? We cut our call. When we have finished talking, what we do, we just hang up the call. So
Yes,
that's
sir.
what we are doing here. We are trying to create a connection here. When we got our connection, we will perform our operation. After that, when our perform operation is finished, what we will do, we will close our connection, or we can say we will hang up the call. So similarly, this is happening here. Is it clear? Now, if our DB connection is successful, now what we can do, we have to perform some operations on our program as well, correct? So let's try to enter some value inside our student. What we will do, we will try to insert some value inside our student table. How we will do? You already know that we have connected with college database, correct? We have connected with college database. We have specifically defined it that our Java JDBC connection will be with only college database. So it will not enter, or it will not manipulate any other database there. If this database is exist in our program, then only it will connect. If I want to change it like college 123, what it will show? It will show us error here. Why? Unknown database. If this database is not accessible, it will not connect with it. Is it clear? After that, what we have? Now we will try to write some SQL query and insert some value inside our student table. So how we can insert some value? We will create a something like SQL. We will generate a query here. How? And inside it, we will write insert into students. So this is our table name. Then what we will write? Values and values. Inside this values, what we have to write? Whenever we want to insert some value inside our student, what we are doing? We are just providing values inside it, correct? So what we have in our table, if we run our terminal here and MySQL u admin -p 3 use college, and then what we have? Select star from students, correct? We have ID, then we have name, then we have email, then we have city, then we have age. After that, what we have? Department ID. So inside values, what we can insert? 1 2 3 4 5 6 values. So what we will do, we will write question marks here. Why I am writing question mark here? 5 and 6. I have written the question mark inside values. Why? Because this is a query for now, but we don't know what values we have to insert it inside it. So you, to insert the value, what we will use? We will use prepared statement for now. We will use prepared statement, and we will create a PS object for it, and inside it, what we will do? We will create a prepared statement, and wait a minute. So we will create prepared statement using connection. We have already created our connection, correct? So we will call our prepared statement from there, and inside it, what what we have to insert? Our SQL query. We will insert our SQL query inside it. So what it will do? We will just create a prepared statement from where? Using connection. inside our connection we will got prepared statement. We will call this function, and inside it what we will provide, we will provide our SQL query. Now what we have to do, we have to provide the values for each of this question mark. We have to provide the value for each of these question mark here. So how we can provide these values? We will use ps. Then there is like set int. We will use set int to insert id here. So how many IDs we already have? 6. So I will write it 7. Then after that uh, we have to provide the index as well. Index is 1. So we will provide the index as 1. Inside this prepared statement we will start our index from 1, not 0. So for this value what we will write, we will write 1. We will provide parameter index here, and after that we will provide the value for it. Then we will provide the value for our name, so which is string, set string, and index will be 2. I will write something like this up. And after that what we have, we have email here. Then we have city. So similarly I will copy this line. So here we will write 3, and for email I will write keshav@gmail.com, and for it Delhi. And after that what we have, age. So I will copy this line, and here will be 4, and here is 5. For age I will write 24. After that what we have department ID as well, so we will copy it and paste it here. So this is our 6th index, and we will write 3. Is it clear what we have done? What we have done, we have inserted the values inside our table. So age was 24, and after that what we have inserted, department ID as 3. So this is our prepared statement for now, correct? Now what we will do, we simply write
Execute
out
query.
Inserted for now, or we can say student created. Okay, so we are not checking the result now. Like what we have inserted, we are not checking it. We are just inserting the value inside our MySQL, or we can say we are inserting the value inside our table. We will just directly check it from here. So we will confirm it. DB connected, student created, correct? So now we will run this query again. Did our program run? Why it is not inserted inside our SQL? Because we haven't executed it. What we have done, we have just simply created a query. Then we have created a prepare statement, and we have set the value for it, but we haven't executed it. So to execute this query, what we have to use, we have a function ps dot
Execute
execute
query.
update. We will use execute update. Why? Because we are updating some value inside our program. So we will run this again. Student created, no error till now. Then we will run this program, this line. So what it will return? It will return our 7th insertion, what we have done here. If we run this again, will it give us error? It will give us error. Why? Because it will say duplicate entry 7 student dot primary. Clear? Because it is already inserted inside our table. So why we are using set int, set string? Why we are using set int or set string here?
Set the string value, set in integer value, set.
This is our create operation, correct? In the CRUD operation, this is our create operation. Now we will see read operation as well. We are using set int. Why? To insert the value inside, because our id is integer, so we are using set int. When we have to insert the string value, we are using set string. Simple. Then we have read. How we will read this thing? What we are doing now, we are trying to run the query inside directly MySQL, but in Java also we will need to read this. We will need to get all the values from our program. So how we can do it? So for this, I will create read query. Correct. So what will be the read query? We will write same command what we have, same query we have run inside our terminal. Select star from students. Clear? We will use this same query to get the data from our MySQL. Then we have to create a prepare statement again. So I will copy this and write it like ps read, and inside it I will write read query. Correct. I've created a ps read here and inserted our read query inside our prepare statement. So we have created a prepare statement here. Now we have seen something like result set. Correct. After prepare statement, what we have? Result set stores record returned by select queries. We use result set to stores the records returned by select queries. So what we have to do? We have to get result set from our prepared statement. Then we have to store it inside our result set. So how we will store it? We have to first create a result set as well. So we will create result set here, rs. Then what we will do? We will ps read dot execute query. Why we are execute query? We are using execute query here because this is a read statement. So it will directly run it. It is not updating anything. It is not inserting anything inside our database. It is just reading the document inside our table, or we can say it is reading the rows inside our table. So it will return some result set. Our execute query returns some result set which we will store inside our rs. Correct. Like whenever we are trying to understand with this, int sum equal to a plus b. So what we are doing here, or this can be like 200 plus 45. So what we are doing here, this is our some operation. We are performing some operation here. Correct. And this operation is returning some integer value. It is returning some integer value. What we are doing? We are storing that integer value inside our some variable which has type of int. Similarly, we are doing here. What we are doing? We are doing similar thing here as well. So we have created a rs named variable using result set. Using result set. So we can say it is a Java SQL. It extends Java SQL wrapper or auto closable and a table of data representing data set result set, which is usually generated by executing a statement that queries the database. So whenever we try to query a data set, it will return a result set value. So we will store inside our RS. Now we have stored it, but how we will read it? We need to read this value as well. Correct? We have to uh, read these value as well. How we will read them? How we will read them? We will write a while loop and we will run loop using rs.next. So what rs.next will do? It will run this loop until we have some value in our result set as next. If we have a value inside our result set dot next, or it will, if it will return true, then our loop will continue. So on it, what we will do, system.out.println, then what we have to do, rs.get int, and inside it what we have, id. Correct? Column label is id here. Then what we will do, we will write plus, and we will do rs dot, so rs dot get string, and column name is name. Similarly, what we have, then we have to use this. So we will copy this again and enter it here. Then again, so here what it is, email. Then what we have, city. Then we will copy this line, and of id we will write age. Correct? We will write age here. Then we have department id as well. So we will print it here and write department id. Can we write it? Can we run this program like this?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So we will just comment this. Why? Because it is already exist inside our student table, and if we try to rerun this line, it will give us some error or exception. Correct? So we will run this select query from here. What we got? We get one Nikhil email, then our city, then our value, or we can also write something like this as well. Before this, if we want to id, we can print some line here as well, id, then id space name space email space city space department id. Correct? So if we run this program, what we will get, id as 1, name as Nikhil, email this, city is this, department id is this. We have missed the age here as well, so we can write columns like this, or we can add, if we rerun this program, what we will get, we got columns here, then under those column what we got our value. We get 7 values here. Correct? Why it returns 7 values? Because we have executed the select star from students only. Correct? So is it clear how we are reading, we are performing the read operation here? Is it clear how we are performing this operation here? That's how we got our data using ResultSet. Another thing, what next is update. How we will update this? How we can update? We will just copy this same statement, or we can directly copy from here, and inside update, what we have to do? What we have to do? We will write update, and instead of this, we will write our query for update students set. This is our basic SQL update statement. So what we are writing, we are using update, then table name, then set, then what we have to set? We can just set the city. We will change the city for it. Correct? So set city equal to question mark. Then we will write our condition, which is where. Correct? Where id equal to then question mark. Why question mark? Because we have to provide this thing. So we will remove it as well, and here will be 2, here will be 1. Correct? Because first question mark is city. So instead of Delhi, I will do something like, okay, so I have written it like parameter index 1. At parameter index 1, we will replace question mark with Amritsar, and for parameter index 2, we will replace our id equal to 7. So for id 7 not, we will try to, like, there is multiple Lucknow here. Correct? So we will update our fourth value here, and after that we will use this thing before this, so we can get the output as well. And instead of this, what we have to do, we have to provide the update here. Correct? So this is our update query, we have to provide it here. After that, we are setting our integer value at 4, and Amritsar, everything is okay. Student updated. Yes, we have, okay, so we have commented out, so it will not give us any error. And after that, we have created as ps read. So now let's run this. What we got for id 4, what we got? Amritsar. Correct? So our student is updated correctly. Using this statement, what we have done, we have updated our student correctly. Is it clear how we have updated this? We have written down the update query here, and what we have provided the city equal to question mark, then where id equal to question mark. So it is not compulsory to write it in us same order what we are writing the question mark. We can directly provide the indexes here. Correct? So I provided the 2 for the id and 1 for the Amritsar, so it will work correctly. Now So what we have done, we have updated our existing records. Now if we want to delete it, how we can do it? If we want to delete something, how we can do it? We have to create a delete query as well. We have to create a delete query as well. Correct? We have to delete query. What is our delete query? Delete from students where
Yes.
id equal to question mark. Correct? What we have to done? What we have to do? We have to provide the delete from student where id is equal to question mark. Why we are not writing this question id directly here? We will create our delete here as well. Then we will write delete query inside it. Then what we have to do? PS. First we have to provide the id as well. Set int. So we will try to delete third. Correct? We will try to delete this third value. So I will provide 1 comma 3. Oh, sorry, I not I. There will be 1 comma 3. Then we have to execute this query. Execute update. And after that, what we have to do? System.out, and we will write deleted. Is it clear what we are doing? What we are doing? Why we are using update? We can directly use execute update for anything which are updating or modifying our database. And for the fetch operations or queries, what we have to write, we will use execute query here. We will use execute query. For the read operation, we will use execute query, and for CRUD, create, update or delete operation, we will use execute update here. So if we run this program, we will get we have deleted the third line. Correct or not? Okay, we have called the PS here, that's why it is not deleting it. We have to change it from PS to PS delete. Now our delete query will run only. Correct? So our third row is deleted. Is it clear? What we have done, we have deleted our third row here. So that's how we can perform CRUD operation using our MySQL JDBC connection. We have deleted this line, so it will delete it permanently from our database as well. So like if we want to if we want to directly write this id here, what we can do? If I write 2 here, will it work? Will it work? If we
Yes, sir.
try to delete this thing, we will directly write it here. We are not setting our value like using set int or something else. We are directly inserting this value here. Correct? So will it work? Unknown column into in where clause. What it is saying? It is saying unknown column 2 in where clause. Why? We write it like this, it will work. Correct. We don't need a invert like back to care. We can directly use it. If we write this, so it will also work. If we directly write our 2 here, it will also work. Then why we are using ps delete dot set int, or why we are using these things? Because they are secure. Why they are secure? If we are writing directly inside our query, it can be some mistake, or we have to take the input from our user as well. So if we write it here, we have to we can also write it like this as well. If we write plus and int id equal to 4, and or we can okay 4, and we will write it id here, so it will also work. But this is more this is more suitable for us, or we can say this is more secure. Why it is more secure? Because parameterized queries protect against sql injection. What is sql injection? If we write it like this, there will be a chance of sql injection. SQL injection is like some hacker or some vulnerable people will try to inject value directly inside our program. So it will create some issues in future, or it will can create some security issues for us. So prepared statement, or we can say we use these things which is safe, more safe, or they are uh, they we can prevent SQL injection using this thing. Clear? They help us to prevent SQL injection directly. So is it clear how we will perform CRUD operations using JDBC? We have inserted some value inside our table. We have updated some value inside our table. We have also read that value using prepared statement. Then we have deleted the value as well. Correct? So that's how our JDBC work. You can practice it on your laptop as well, so it will make more clarity. I will update this code. Should I update in the same? For now, what we will do, but I will try to update in on the same project as well. So we will create a day 17 here and create a new class, and inside this class I will write JDBC edit, and we have to remove this and package day 17, and we have some driver prepared statement result set. We will remove them as well, and I will update this code. It will give us error because we haven't like java.sql sql in as exception, no suitable driver found for JDBC MySQL. So we have to connect our connector as well here. So, but for now, I will update this code on GitHub. Okay, guys. So, any doubt in